exploration of space will go ahead, and it is one of the great adventures of all time.
Nice introduction, and thank you, Alan, and the team of Vyomika for being here. Actually, I have a problem saying the name probably, and it's Vyomika, the Space Academy. How do you pronounce that? So I stay. Govind, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's Vyomika. The meaning of Vyomika in Sanskrit means daughter of skies.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for the correction. Thank you. Thank you for making this happening. And after, like, education in general means so much for me. Actually, I am coming from Africa. From Tunisia. I'm sure you are familiar with the country. And I left my country a long time ago. And today I am in my 40s. So many people, they don't believe I am in my 40s. But yeah, I left very young age. At that time in my country, it was a problem for most of the young people to find the dream studies they want to go for, because it's the education over there is for free, of course, is given by the government. And at the end of the day, you work very hard, you get very high mark, but you have 1 year which will be crucial for you. It's the year you finish all your primary and secondary school to go to university, and that will define your future, will define your career. And actually, most of the time we did not, or the youth at that time, still today also, you don't have the choice per se to go do the studies that you want, because at the end of the day, the criteria is that national exam, and what you have the whole year under pressure, and it will define your future. So many students, they fail because of the fear. Most likely, not even because of what they are capable to do and able to achieve during that year. So at that year, I was aiming to go to med school, and I couldn't make it. And it was destruction for me, because I couldn't have the minimum to go, because we choose among so many other choices, and it was impossible for me to make it. So I traveled. I left the country. I went to the United States, and my journey started there. I was young. I was about like 19 years old or so, with a lot of hopes and a lot of aims to go to United States and get the American dream. But at the end of the day, when I went there, I couldn't afford the studies that I aimed for. I started, but I couldn't. So I worked very hard at a younger age, and I had to struggle being in a country that it was difficult for me to cope with on my own, and had to live and everything. But at the end of the day, I said, this is not the life I want, and I still have a dream. So I entered into the business arena at that time, and I worked. And from there, I just literally took my clothes, and I said, I want to go to that country. And that country was the UAE. So I came in the UAE. I started my, I worked in multinational companies, and I opened my first company. I was probably 26, or it was around 26, 2006, 2007. And then I started like the business, let's say, world. Then something happened, and I had a misfortune in my business that it was very successful, and it was a legal problem. And that legal problem got me into the legal field. And that legal field was something that I never knew, because kids, and most of the time, parents, they try to choose the future of studies and the future of work for their kids, and they put pressure on them in order to follow that path. But actually, most of what I do right now is trying to like shake that idea from the parents. Let the kids choose. Let the kids get hands-on in everything, so like that they can get familiar with what they want, and actually at a young age they don't know what they want, but give them the opportunity to be inspired, give them the opportunity to see others who are inspiring, and get them to try and see what they like. Do not impose anything. And that was the problem with my family, my mom imposing to me something that if I couldn't do it, I will be a failure, and I couldn't go for it, and I couldn't go to med school at that time, so everything was collapsing in my face. And I said, the first opportunity, I wanted to go to United States and make it. Then I had the other failure. Then when I enter into the legal field, actually I find myself like it's not the happiest ever after. It's very hard studies, and it's something that we need to know, that if we want to be the best, we need to work very, very hard, and we need to make sacrifices. But actually that negotiation skills, those strength, those looking at the gaps here and there in order to find them with those traits that all those years you get them out in order to get them in action. And I found myself so intrigued by the legal industry. And from there, something happened, and I said, I want to go against the flow, because I started my study not like all other, let's say, students at a younger age with the straight linear path. It was just for me, it was all kind of colorful. So with those activities that I started being good at. So I said, I came a little bit late in terms of this field, and I was partnering with the first law firm, gave me a chance, a lady also. That's why I love to help so many women around the world, because actually every time I was falling down or about to fall down, or I was hitting bottom rock, there is a woman always standing there for me all the time. So and it's very touchy for me when I say to a young woman, I don't want anything from you. I want to help you, because other women, they did not want anything from me, and they helped me to where I am today. And because of them, I am here today. And of course, because of the grace of God, for people who are believing in God and believing in themselves is their strength and everything. But always there's something, it's behind it. It's a woman over there who helped. So when I got there, I was a partner in this law firm, and I say, I don't want to go for criminal law. I don't want to go for normal practice and everything. You know what? I want to specialize in something no one is talking about at that time. And at that time, when I said I want to go for space law and my studies, I told everyone I want to go for space law. Everyone laughed at me. It's like, are you going to be the lawyer of the aliens or something? And trust me, until now, some lawyers, very well known, and I know them very, very well, they do not understand what is space law exactly, what is governing, and what we are doing. And what I say, it's like, I do not want to say I'm a space lawyer, because it's a little bit, you know, something that it's new, it's a buzzword or whatever. But when you say you are a corporate lawyer, or you are practicing corporate law, commercial law, and you bring new space in it, and commercial space activities, here people, they are intrigued, and like, what do you practice exactly? So corporate, we understand, it's about companies, it's about company law, it's about international law, it's about contracts and international business law, it's about international transactions and everything. So there I find my pleasure to explain exactly what I do and what I touch upon. And of course, I practice other things, but space is where I found myself. Space sustainability was the motive, was the purpose for me, because it's very important that for me to have a purpose from the beginning. I find always my let's say the strength with everything happens in my life, with all the ups and downs and everything, I find always on that motive and that fire. And when you are an engineer, you say it's what is your motor? You know, what is the thing that make you endure and work and have that energy transformed into action? So there where the actions come. My purpose was around sustainability, around helping women around the world, especially when it comes to human trafficking. I've been active and still active in that, helping them. Even I raised awareness about satellite technology used for combating disasters and combating human trafficking, raising awareness about the space economy. But all this is falling under one thing. It's sustainability. When we say sustainability, so many people, they understand it's about environmental protection. Actually, sustainability in general, it's derived from the sustainable development, which is a concept. It's a concept that grew from around the international arena and diplomacy and international relation, and it is very, very, very rich concept. Actually, it brings together the social pillar or the social sphere to the environmental protection sphere to another sphere, which is very important, economic development, and bring them together in order to have a balance of interest within a situation in front of you. How to balance the protection of the environment with the social development, or all what is social encompasses. It encompasses human development, capabilities, and growth, and also other thing is culture, because culture is very, very important, and how to get that pillar, which is based on the nucleus of society, of individual, of people, of mothers, of fathers, of families, of kids, of education, and how to balance all those interests with the environmental protection, and of course without deteriorating the environment for the future generation, because it's very, very important. And what is around the economic development? So we can see that the economy, it depends on criteria. The economic development depends on criteria that they would not degenerate or bring harm to the society from one side, and they will keep the environment in a way that it's not deteriorated for the existing generation and the future generation. And this imply also, again, awareness, education, and also the human capability and development, which is falling under education. And that's why education is very important, is to get us going for the next, let's say, I don't know how many years. I'm not going to say 1,000 years or so on. We want to continue, and we want our species to continue on Earth and expand into space with a proper mindset, with a proper culture, with also because education, it gets the mindset in a way to respect humankind, other species, and other planets. And I'm done.
The exploration of space will go ahead, and it is one of the great adventures of all time.